Hello everyone and welcome back to Wreckfest. Today we're attempting to conquer the Clayridge Circuit for my second video in this game, and this one is not going to be easy. The track is tight, it's narrow, and there's 23 other cars all desperate to kill me. Now, just like in my first video a few weeks ago, we're still driving the rocket car. That's the American mid-size Ford Mustang-inspired starter vehicle in Wreckfest. However, since that first video, we've made a few engine improvements. We've got a little bit more power, a little bit more speed, but I'm not sure that's going to be of any benefit at all in a race like this where it's so tight and so crowded as we work our way around turns 1 and 2. We actually hung it out really wide around there as we take a big hit from behind. We're okay though. Approaching the split in the track. Do we go left? Do we go right? We're going to go right and down the hill. Oh, but there's a car right in front of us and we get absolutely drilled from behind. Tumbling down the embankment over and over again. And I've got absolutely no idea where we've ended up. Any ideas? Let's have a look around. Oh, we've ended up in the campsite. Yeah, but it was a bit too early for a beer and a barbecue in the campsite, so after a bit of driving around, I managed to find a gap in the barriers to rejoin the track, but my race was done. The car was destroyed, and I was so far behind anyone else, I decided to call it a day and come back to the grid to give the race another try. Can we survive lap 1 this time? We're going to be lining up on the outside again, and hanging it out wide worked reasonably well through turns 1 and 2 of the first race. We managed to avoid the worst of the carnage, so I might just do the same again. I don't even think I'm approaching Wreckfest in the right way by actually trying to avoid the wrecks, but I'm a sim racer. My heart is what comes naturally to me, but there's absolute mayhem. This is a huge pile up, and we've not even made it to turn 1 yet. There's an orange car doing somersaults through the air on the left. And we were right in the middle of that. We got absolutely crunched. I think the car is about 2 feet shorter than what it was when the lights went green. But we've survived it and we're in 17th position. Or make that 16th. We go past a car on the left. Right, let's beware of wrecks coming down this hill. We don't want to get tangled up again. There was a car in exactly the same place as race 1, but this time we get around it and we're actually up to 12th, but we're having real trouble turning the car. We drag it out really wide. That's allowed 2 drivers to get back past us up the inside. So we're going to end lap 1 beaten up, but still alive and in 14th position. Well, one of the absolute joys of Wreckfest is checking out the replay after a race to see these spectacular crashes in all their glory. The graphics in this game are absolutely superb. So let's take a look at this lap 1 incident then. I've had some pile-ups in this game already, but this is the biggest pile-up I've had yet. Absolute carnage. And I was slap bang in the middle of that. It was like being in a crusher. We were getting squeezed from the sides, we were getting pummeled from behind and getting crunched in front, and as a result we've picked up some pretty hefty front end damage. But let's take another look on board from one of the drivers further back. This will be a great view. Oh yeah, wonderful stuff. You may have seen the orange car on the left doing somersaults through the side window there. Let's take one final look to see what happened to him. He certainly came off worse than anyone else. 4 or 5 rolls and then up into the air, landing on the barrier. Lap 2 now, and we're really struggling to get this car manoeuvred around the corners. Turning in is a big problem with this front end damage. We've got a bunch of cars ahead of us. It looks like one's taking a trip into the forest there, so that'll give us 1 position back. We're up to 13th. There's a few cars over to the right, so that's going to make my mind up for me to go left this time. We're coming down a different section of the track. The car in front goes into a big granite boulder, and we've actually found our way to the top 10. We're up to 9th, so there must have been a few casualties on that other part of the track that we bypassed. Well, we saw 2 drivers disappear right in front of us during that second lap. This is the first of them. Watch the number 51. He's going to get rammed right there. That's going to send him out wide. He's going to bounce off a tree and down into the woods. But wait a minute, is he going to return? Yeah, there he is. It takes more than a shunt or 2 to put these cars down, and he is right back into the thick of it, getting bashed about again. Oh, he's going to get sent off again through the tyres and into another tree. And then we pass this 3-wheeled car. Well, it's no surprise that he couldn't turn right into the granite boulder. Well, there's someone off track ahead by the looks of it. He's going to rejoin from the left right across the track and then off to the right as well. So that is another place gained. We're up to 8th. And we could be on for one of our best ever finishes here. Top 10 finishes in Wreckfest. A few and far between for me at the moment. And as we work our way down the hill, we've gained 2 more positions. So clearly a couple of other drivers have come to grips grief, we're up to 6. This is definitely going to be our best finish if we can survive this final lap. That's a big if. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we're also within sniffing distance of 4th place now because these two guys in front are right in front of us and all over the place, particularly him on the right. We breeze past into 5th, but I'm expecting an assault at the inside. There it is. Well, it's crucial here that we keep facing in the right direction if we're going to stand any chance of getting into the top 5. We're down to 7th and we've lost valuable ground on the 2 cars ahead, so we're a couple of turns from home now. We're going to go down to the right, down this hill. Can we catch and pass these 2 guys in front? Well, there's a big wreck, and we've got nowhere to go. We can't avoid it. We've got through it all, but then we just clipped the car in front and we've rolled it. Is that our hopes done? No, it's not. We're going again, and we're actually up to 4th. Incredibly, we have rolled our way from 7th to 4th position. Well, only in Wreckfest will a crash gain you 3 places. We're going to get 4th. That is my best finish yet in Wreckfest. Brilliant stuff. So highlights of the final lap then. At this point we're in 7th place and we've got an outside chance of 5th, but all the cars in front are going to have a massive pile up coming down this hill. We've got nowhere to go. We've got no choice but to plough right through it. Unfortunately, we just clipped that last car and roll over, but thankfully everyone else was in a bigger mess than we were and we're able to get out of it and into 4th place. But yeah, it really is so much fun to drive this game. It's the perfect tonic to the ultra serious world of sim racing. And if ever you're getting a bit fed up with iRacing, Race Room or ACC, I'd urge you to give Wreckfest a try. It's certainly given me some much needed light relief, and it's the only arena where I can take my crashing skills and turn it into an art form. But for now, it's farewell from Wreckfest. We'll be back on the grid again very soon.